Hello guys, good morning. I really wanted to make a video today talking about Dota and MOBA gaming, okay? A lot of people still think that the origins of MOBA games is Dota, aka Conquest, aka Defend of the Asians. But they don't realize that Dota was actually just one of thousands upon thousands of community-made maps. And this is the true origins of MOBA genre. Thousands upon thousands of community-made maps. Now, what is also very ironic, okay? We can check League of Legends, we can check Dota 2, right? We can check SMITE. SMITE, you know? These are all one of the biggest MOBA gaming studios out there. But what is ironic, that they still only cater to Dota and Dota aka Conquest fans. It almost seems like nobody really understands the origins of MOBA genre. Why are we still only catering to Dota players? Why are we still only catering to Conquest fans when this was just one of thousands upon thousands of community-made maps? And this is the problem. A lot of players who play these game modes, they think that because I have level advantage, this is just skill, right? This is, how it's supposed to be, right? But they don't realize that Dota aka Conquest is designed in such a way that one team is always gonna be ahead. And some people think this is skill, but some people like me think this is just a design flaw. Right? Dota was never really meant for esports, right? Like, who wants to watch 20 minutes of less hitting and jungle rotation? It's not really fun. Honestly, it's not really made for esports. But the big issue is that a lot of these MOBA studios not only force players into Conquest, Dota, but they also ignore everybody else. You know, Dota 2, they don't even have more than one map. League of Legends, they have been removing fun maps for years now and literally losing players because of that. They removed Domination, they removed Twisted Tree Line, right? And the same principle in SMITE. SMITE could be probably the biggest game on the market if we would actually have, ranked leaderboard rewards and community tournaments for arena fans. We have 6-year-old outdated arena map. They couldn't make a new map for arena in last 6-7 years. No rank leaderboard, no rewards, what every competitive player wants, right? So, and because most MOBA studios, a lot of these outdated MOBA studios, they only cater to Conquest Dota fans. Arena is probably the biggest open niche on the market. If you just make a cool arena map with some rank leaderboard, rewards, good action combat, social system, you can be the most popular MOBA on the market right now, right? Because a big issue was always snowballing, and in my opinion, Dota aka Conquest has been always lacking depth. Why? Because you either abuse meta items and gods to get ahead, or you fall behind and then there is nothing much you can do. In my opinion, Dota was never really deep and competitive game mode. You either abuse meta to get ahead, or basically you have no chance to make it. And in SMITE, if you just go SMITE, right, they don't even give you SMITE Conquest, they don't even give you experience if you play a support role. So you're always behind. And people don't realize that 1 or 2 level difference is everything in such game modes. And the big issue is that in SMITE, we only give snowbally game modes like Conquest and Joust a ranked scene. So anybody that doesn't like such game modes basically has no competitive scene and everybody's looking down on you, right? Now you get one of the most divided community ever. SMITE has been literally forcing players into Conquest. Everybody that's wanna be even considered competitive by the community, because they literally took away rank leaderboards, rewards from arena fans. They have been forcing players into Conquest for years. They don't even realize that Conquest Dota is a 20-year-old outdated game mode. They don't even know how to design it, even though they balance the whole game around it. Support role starter still has no bonus experience, so you're always like 5 levels behind, so there is nothing much you can do. It's not fun. And when you realize this game mode is literally designed for toxicity, right? Because you either abuse meta, you abuse all these OPA starters, right? And every time one team is gonna be behind. So if you die once in early game, it's pretty much GG over, right? Anybody that know how Dota Quest is designed knows this. So why are we surprising? Why are people quitting early? Why are we surprised there is so much toxicity, right? You always have to know this meta star, this and that. They always have abusing meta gods every game, so and then they think they understand the game when they have level advantage, right?
Gonna need some magical protection.
This is why people love arena, for example, because comeback is always possible, because you can adopt, because you can actually counter build. If you counter build in Conquest Dota, you literally have more chances to fall behind. There is no depth in these game modes. I know why people are acting Dota Conquest is so much more competitive, because it really isn't. And anybody that still thinks that Dota Conquest is the origins of MOBA genre really needs to take some history lessons here, because it's not. The true origins of MOBA genre, multiplayer online battle arena, is thousands upon thousands of community made maps, and Dota was just one of them. So any MOBA studio that still only caters to Conquest Dota fans is pretty much outdated. And now SMITE 2 is trying to be another League of Legends, because those guys don't even understand the origins of MOBA genre. They don't even understand the negatives and positives of game design of Conquest Dota. You know, it's insanity. And this is what sucks, you know. SMITE Dota and SMITE 2.
Ah, unlucky.
Like if you wanna play ranked in SMITE, right? You either have Joust or you have Conquest, right? We used to have ranked arena too, right? We have a ranked arena, but they removed it because they thought, oh, we're gonna attract more players to Conquest because this is splitting the player base, right? But they didn't realize that when they removed ranked leaderboard and rewards from arena fans, they literally threw 40% of their player base away. Just like how they organized pro scene around North America, right? They throw EU region away and international players, which was like also 50% of their player base, right? It's insanity. And then in Conquest, in SMITE, you only have ranked scene for Joust or Conquest, both which are game modes designed around snowballing, right? So people always have they abuse meta items, meta gods, get level advantage, 1 or 2 level advantage is everything in such game modes, and then they think they are good at this game, and then they make videos about this, right, or clickbait videos, and then we even balance the whole game around that, and we even balance the whole game around so-called pro players who actually all just got handpicked, they didn't earn it via official tournaments, right, or ranking, so what's the point? Right? This is why SMITE has been dying for last 5 years. They still have this outdated mentalities that only Conquest or snowballing game modes are competitive, which is actually not true. In fact, I could easily argue that Conquest jousts were never really meant for esports and are not really competitive, because there is not much depth. You either abuse meta items or you fall behind. There is no counter building, no adopting, you know, checking how many physicals they have, how many magicals they have, juking, you know. No, nothing like that. In Conquest, you either abuse speed buff, you abuse all these unbalanced items and new gods. It's stupid. It's stupid. You have infinite slows. They have no idea how to balance the game, you know. Yeah.
Now we're gonna need some cooldown.
And you always have to learn the new start for every Conquest, like. And there is this is all there is to it. It's not much more. There is no counter building, no adopting, you know. That's why even at fucking SPL, SMITE Pro League, they barely know how to build supports. They barely know what counter building is, right? Because in typical Conquest Dota game, there is less counter building than in Arena. In Arena, you actually have to counter build, and it's a comeback, it's strategy. You have to come back, you have to adopt. But no, in Conquest Joust game modes like that, you either abuse snowballing, or I don't really see much depth here, you know. And now they're Smite 2 is they always trying to be smart. They're acting like what are they doing? They're just adding bunch of objectives to fucking conquest. We will still will have no ranked leaderboard rewards for arena fans. We will still have no old fun game modes in the match of the day rotation. We will still only have ranked conquest, which okay. If this, I mean, how can you design a whole game around a game mode you don't even understand? Huh? If how anybody that actually played Warcraft 3, Starcraft 2 20 years ago knows that MOBA, the essence of MOBA genre is all these thousands of community-made maps, and Dota Conquest, like a Defense of the Ancients, was just one of them, right? So why are we still only catering to Dota Conquest when you have so much more potential out there, right? Because all these guys are outdated and clueless. They have no idea, right? They really need to take some history lessons, you know. And it really sucks because, for example, I have been playing Smite for more than 10 years and I really loved Arena and I never had ranked leaderboard or rewards, just like, you know, Rackful loved it. You know, Rackful, do you guys know Rackful? Watch some Rackful videos, right? But these guys don't care, or they're simply clueless. And it doesn't even matter how much you love the game. These guys don't care about you because and then you also have no chance as a content creator because only those hand-picked pro players and conquest guys who play Dota Conquest and guys who use bots, only those guys can make it as a Smite content creator. It's insanity. It's so unfair. There is so much love in the community, but they simply ignored us for years. They ignored us for last 5 years. All they did for Smite in last 5 years was removing content from the game and splitting the player base on every community and every corner and make joke out of a pro scene, you know. That's all they did in the last 5 years for Smite, and now they want us to pay for a fucking Smite 2 founder pack. No way, I'm not doing that. Community has been asking them for last 5-7 years to fix their game, to give us ranked leaderboard rewards for Arena, to add all the adventures back into the match of the day rotation, to make a proper online official tournaments for Conquest, Arena, North America and EU. For last 5 years, and they didn't do any of this. You know, all they do is make skin and some balance changes that no one asked for, you know. And if they think new engine will fix Smite 2, the new engine won't fix all these deep-rooted community and game issues we have been dealing for the last 5 years. You know, it won't, and that's how it is, and that's how it's gonna be. And if you just check, if you type Smite into YouTube, who do we see? Who do we see at the top? Intersect, guy who uses bots. Okay, next we use Venu. Okay, guys who got handpicked for SPL, and now people think he's one of the best and he get countless of more views. Meanwhile, the rest barely get any. Right? It's always the same story. Avson Jake, all these guys who appear at the top on social media are either handpicked pros or guys who uses bots or aka promotional accounts on YouTube. Everybody can do that, but I don't wanna be a scammer. So that's the reality, you know, and it feels really unfair.
Oh. Kapani naredimo, če bene counter builda, pa nič na konju. Let's buy this. We need more cooldown. Kapani naredimo, če bene counter builda, pa nič na konju. Let's buy this. We need more cooldown.
thought it was gonna be all you, didn't you?
Be right back. Okay.
Stand beside the tower. Oh, then stand beside tower. All you had to do. Retreat. Stand beside the tower. Oh, then stand beside tower. All you had to do. Retreat.
Really needed that guy to win.
Fuck, no, team with team, no. Jesus Christ. Why build 6 damage items
Sabotaging our
against 3 physical comp? What? Why nobody know how to counter build in this game, no? Team with team, no. Why build 6 damage items against 3 physical comp? What? Why nobody know how to counter build in this game, no? Nice.
What's it gonna be today?
really needed that guy to win. That's nice, but maybe
And then almost.
right.
Гледай, че то отли. Колко ма рейнджа, no? Да я теки лево. This rise pretty good. Гледай, че то отли.
That's only 3, rookie. Don't let it go to your head.
Колко ма рейнджа, no? Да я теки лево. This rise pretty good.
Well, looks like some farm just opened up. You got your one.
Fuck, колко демиджа, no? Ама та нут. Jesus Christ. He doesn't even need crit, right? Naravno. Fuck, koliko damage, ono, ma ta nut. Jesus Christ. It doesn't even crit, right? Insane range. Naravno.
Be right back.
Fuck, why the damage? Fucking Queenie 1000, what?
Jesus Christ. I have 1, 2, 3, like 4 physical protection items, nothing. GG, man. It's always this fucking high res balance.
Fuck, why
every
the
game,
damage? Fucking Queenie 1000, what?
Jesus Christ. I have 1, 2, 3, like 4 physical protection items, nothing. GG, man. It's always this fucking high res balance every game, no? Pa neće streamam.